Welcome to yet another episode of the Tourism in Uganda show, right here on BTM TV. Remember, it's every Sunday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. with your beautiful host, Queen Hasfa. Today is a very, very unique, spectacular day as we woke up on a beautiful Sunday on the other part of West Nile, right here in Uganda, and we are particularly in Adjumani district, which is 24 kilometers away from Moyo. We have the Laropi bridge ahead that you use to cross with a ferry to connect to Moyo, and we are here to explore West Nile. See, how do people live? How do they dine? How do they sleep? How do they spend their free time? How do they communicate? Which languages do they use? How do they go to school? How do they travel? Do they have cars? There is a lot we are about to see in this particular episode. And in Adjumani district, we are going to see some of the best places, which are Arra Fishing Lodge. Stay tuned, our lot more is coming.
From a Pearl of Africa with bounties of beauties unexplored, among them is the West Nile region. And among those in the West Nile, we are here to take you through what is in the West Nile, and specifically we are focusing on Arra Fishing Lodge as one of the most beautiful places in the West Nile. Today's episode, remember, is sponsored by Growth Uganda, the leading producers and importers of women's hair, beauty and cosmetics. Another sponsor on board is Arra Fishing Lodge, and they are going to take us through everything that we need to know about West Nile. Stay tuned as we explore Arra Fishing Lodge. This is our entrance to Arra Fishing Lodge, again in Adjumani, West Nile, Uganda. And I can kid you not, this entrance is not doing the beauties inside there any justice. From the natural green, the lake and the river Albert Nile, the swimming, the amenities, there are very many more coming, and I do not want to spoil it for you. So stay tuned, and we have just started. Remember, it's the Tourism in Uganda show. Like I mentioned, Arra Fishing Lodge is our sponsor, together with Growth, the styled and is responsible for my beautiful looking hair today. Also, in case you are wondering, what am I going to eat when I get to West Nile in Adjumani? We got you sorted right here on the Tourism in Uganda show, together with Arra Fishing Lodge, just an example of the many eateries you can find. A restaurant is here at the Fishing Lodge. It has all your favorite foods, from the local traditional dishes to the chicken platters, the beef golden blue, the pepper steak, the goat meat, the poached fish, the rabbit, the duck, the turkey, the guinea fowl, the pork, all at affordable prices. So do not be worried about what you are going to eat. Don't even think about starving when you are in the West Nile. We got you sorted.
Alright, like highlighted, we are going to be tapping into the dining experience in the West Nile. How do they feed? How do they enjoy their meals? What do they regard special? And how do they cope with the day-to-day living in the West Nile? We said we are in Adjumani, and this is Arra Fishing Lodge. When you look around, you can see they dine in the forest. But it's a modernized forest. We have a setup. This is their decoration. This is their serving area. We can see the dining tables where people do have their meals. They have an oven right spot in the kitchen, just there. I do not want to get burnt, so I'll not be touching and opening to see what's there. But this is a very beautiful space, and you can see it is a very harmonious ground for where they do have breakfast, lunch, and any other meals. They do operate on a farm to plate kind of basis when they are having their meals. So we are yet to see very many other ways when how they prepare their meals, where they serve from, other than just this place, because we are sure there are very many other spots that they use to have their meals. Stick with us, many more places coming.
I was looking forward, I was very excited to come and meet you all, and I want to thank the Lord for granting me a safe journey to this place. I also want us all to, I know before we leave this place we're going to give a mega word of appreciation to Doctor for hosting us at Arra. I remember from the word go, I've been asking you, how is that place? Are you having fun? And you all really appreciated to be here, right? You all love it here. It's a beautiful environment. So I urge you, like he said, that today the rooms are going to be open. Do whatever it takes in your own space to take content. Post whatever you're posting. You have Arra Fishing Lodge, right? Yeah? Yeah. So, Doctor, thank you so much for having us here. Very humble. It's a very beautiful environment. Yeah, we're supposed to have that. Yes. So I really want to appreciate Queen Rita, Queen Vanessa, and Mr. Winter, the management of Arra. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Queen Rita and Queen Vanessa, for being with the girls. Queen Hasfa, thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. Yes. So I'm looking forward to having activities done with you. I am your friend. Yeah, I'm your friend. Do not really be timid around me. I want to see yourself. I don't want to see. Just be you, okay? Just be you. Feel free. Do you. That's how we're going to discover who you are. That's said and done. Allow me to adjourn this, unless Doctor has something to say to you. Okay. So let's have fun. Let's go have fun. We love each other. We protect each other. Right? Yeah.
Okay, like we said, we are going to be tapping into the accommodation, the dining experience, the transport, the way of life of the people in the West Nile. And right here in the heart of Adjumani in West Nile lies the beautiful Arra Fishing Lodge. It is a very calm, serene, beautiful, with good scenery and everything in between. So come with me as we tour the place, the activities, what you can do while you are here, and what you expect to find in Adjumani.
Yeah, man, I'm Ugandan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Esangulo funango limufima otandiso rugendo nakaredio kaimba.
Alright, like mentioned, we are having a very beautiful Sunday, and we said we are exploring West Nile, Uganda. We highlighted it is going to be Adjumani. For this first time, we shall have a lot more to come because we cannot cover everything that you, our viewers, want to know all in one go. But let's be detailed about what we can offer so you understand everything to the core and you have information. Like said, we are here at Arra Fishing Lodge, and how lucky are we to get a word with the director, because I am sure he has a better insight and he will provide that to you as well on what we are looking for. Is it true that people in Adjumani do not eat or do not drink for days? Do they have water? Do they have parties? Do they have? There is a lot of misconceptions and perceptions out there that are limiting people from exploring the West Nile. He has told me that it's not true. A lot of it is not true. So we have a very, very handsome gentleman here with me. I'll let him introduce himself and then we shall pick up from there.
Thank you, and greetings to all viewers. My name is Jimmy Opino. I'm the director of Arra Fishing Lodge. But beyond that, I love tourism, love hosting people, nature, and that is why we're just right here, live, in the wilderness.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. He is a doctor by profession, so you know people in the West Nile also go to school and they are highly qualified. Very much more than those in the central that you think are. Great, and he says he loves hosting. What does that show you? The place is not hostile. The people are hospitable. And yes, our doctor, what in a few words, how would you describe West Nile at large and maybe Adjumani as a district?
Now, West Nile, we can describe it, one, from the location, on the northwestern part of Uganda, bordering DRC and bordering South Sudan. We are also described by the Nile. The Albert Nile from Lake Albert up to Sudan actually lines the southern part of West Nile. See, that's why we are called West Nile. But we are also a very diverse community. West Nile is not one tribe. It's over 10 tribes is the entire. Okay? It's a very diverse, harmonious community with a lot of influences. Arab influence, South Sudanese influence, Congolese influence, Nubian influence. This makes us a melting pot of different foods, different type of music. Sometimes we are known as people who love linga, who love kitang and dress. Okay, but from the Nubian influence also very nice food, very nice Islamic food, spicy, nice. So we speak Lingala, we speak Arabic, we speak Mali, Aluru, Lubara, Kapwa. Very diverse people. Being also at the border, we are very hospitable people. Everyone is here. Being Congolese, being Sudanese, being Kenyans, Indians, and all parts of Uganda, everybody is here. It's a beautiful part of the country. It is an extension of the Western Rift Valley. So you can imagine the features the Western Rift Valley creates. Undulating hills, forests, game reserves, of course the Albert Nile being very unique. It's a flood plain here. It's not a small, narrow river like what we see the other side. It's a flood plain with a lot of lakes attached to it, islands. So really, in summary, it is very different from the perception someone is erroneously nailed down as a dry place. No, it's not. very green as you can see.
Yes, definitely. I'm seeing
And
it.
everything grows here, including matoke.
Oh,
Yeah.
now my viewers are going to debate about that. I would say I'll still give it up to him because he says the matoke is there and it grows, and he says the soils are fertile. He says the river is there, so the water is there in abundance. He says the people are happy and hospitable. He says it is diverse cultures here and there. The dances are mixed up and makes it more fun. The people are very welcoming and a lot more. So I'll get to the misconceptions that he has had, me and you and him have had. Dr. Opigo, what have you heard people say out there about West Nile? Why do you think it is still a very precious gem that is not explored?
Interestingly, one, people have a distance perception. They think it is very far. Like to get to Adjumani is only 430 kilometers.
Okay, from Kampala.
From Kampala.
Okay.
Just 110 kilometers from Gulu.
And people go to Gulu.
People come to Gulu all the time.
Yes.
This is a shorter distance than going to Kisoro.
Give them an estimation in terms of time.
You drive fast, 6 to 7 hours.
Okay.
You want a slow drive, let's say 8, 9. But it's tarmac all through with very nice refreshing stops.
Yeah.
In Luero,
Yes.
okay, you can get pineapple.
Yeah.
You come to Kafu, you have, my daughters call it meat on the stick. You know, they got the dust-coated muchomo at Kafu Junction.
Yes. That is where we find a tasty cassava as well. That is
and
roasted.
tasty cassava as well.
Yeah.
You come to Gulu and then you complete here. So, there is a perception of distance.
Yeah.
There is also a fear that it is insecure.
That's true.
So many people still think Kony is around. When Kony left like 20 years ago, he's deep there in Central Africa. Even from Garamba, he was chased away. It's a very secure place. You have seen here we don't lock doors.
Yeah. Yes, that is
We
very
don't
good.
lock doors.
Even if you leave your phone there,
You can
find
leave
it.
your phone there. So that is another impediment. The other impediment is perception of what could those people be like. Could they be a nyanya? Do they even have what to eat?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there even something to eat there? Is there fun? Are there people even there anyway? Okay. But you see, Uganda has been pacified end to end. Even Karamoja now is full. There's a lot of activity. You know, there's a lot of activity. So you want to have another perspective of Uganda. You want to be a real Ugandan. You need to move end to end. Okay? Kampala to Kobo, Kapchora to Kasese or Kisoro. No? End to end. And it's possible now.
And that is why we're here on the Tourism in Uganda show, to take you border to border to know how do you access these places, how do you get there, how does it feel like in a glimpse before you get there. But we don't give you the whole entire journey because we want you to be viewing and be a part of it. We want you to experience. So I'm guessing now you're starting to budget for your next trip to Adjumani, West Nile, and particularly Arra Fishing Lodge. That brings me to my next question. How has Arra Fishing Lodge, why in the start did you want to put Arra Fishing Lodge, or a very good setup like this, in the village deep where people think it is far? Weren't you worried people will not come?
That consideration, by the way, is there always very, very strong. When you want to set up things, if your interest is quick market, quick profit, you need to put where already there is effective demand. But that's not what we're up to. We wanted to be an arrowhead for transformation. We wanted to open this part of Uganda to tourism. Also, we wanted to support the current ongoing narrative that tourism is not only about the big five. Because Uganda's tourism is only focused on the national parks, the wild animals, the big five, and to a small extent, adventure in ginger. But I've always told people, what takes people to Paris is their big five. It's the most visited place in the world. It is museums, it is culinary experience, it is fashion, it is lifestyle. The next most visited place in the world is New York. One of the main things is MICE events, meetings, incentives, conferences and events, like the New York Marathon. It's a very big puller. But we go a lot as Ugandans to Mombasa. We go a lot to Zanzibar. Is there a big five there? We go there for water, beach life. No. Yes, now here we have the beautiful Albert Line. Okay. We needed to open this to tourism. We have forests like Zoka. We have Mount Ocha. But the most important, this location we have chosen is a peninsula. In Uganda, the biggest peninsula I think is Entebbe. The whole of Entebbe is a peninsula. You know? So this is where the geography of land comes live. You have archipelagos like Kalangala, which is an archipelago also. You have several peninsulas. You have bays. You have gulfs. No, not gulfs, bays. A gulf is if water pushes very deep inside land. These ones have pushed around 3, 4, 5 kilometers. So it's a bay. We have several bays. So this is very beautiful. We have very scenic rocks here, caves, the true getaway. But we have also the rich culture I talked about, the history, the beauty which brought President Roosevelt here. You know, we are the home of the white rhinos. White rhinos traditionally only existed in 3 places in the world. Okay. West Nile, Garamba, you know, and Bargazelle. Okay. So this is, if people read even Churchill's book, he also stopped in Rhino Camp. By the way, the place called Rhino Camp was named by President Roosevelt. Imagine a former president of the US. Came and stayed here and named that place to hunt rhinos and to collect a number of he was sent by the Smithsonians to collect over 11,000 plant and animal species, and they felt the biodiversity is in West Nile. Now for birding, West Nile is another very interesting place because we are the interface between Congo ecosystem, Sahel, okay, and the Albertine. So many birds here still are not even in the birding apps. We've just been working with birding experts to identify, positively identify, and register them. So this is a very unique place. But you know what? To really hammer it down, do you know the latest album of Navio and the Myth was shot here? Of all places in the world, their most beautiful album, which they named God Level. Okay. They decided there is no other place as befitting. These are guys who can go and shoot it in Paris. Okay, they have the means, but on seeing the beauty of this place, yeah. And one of the things, one of the sites they saw, and I invite people all to download this album and look at it. Okay. So this Albert Nile has sections where there are rocks popping up nicely in the river. So they got a location where a small rock comes up like boats, and they stood in it and a drone picks on it. Very beautiful. So it's like Jesus walking on the water.
Wow.
And you know the album's title is God Level. Then we have a 1 mile road in Adjumani town, okay, like the Royal Mile between Bulange and Lubiri, okay, going and ending in a very beautiful church. Okay. Yeah, they did one of the music videos, the one in the communities. So this is a very beautiful place Ugandans do not know. Okay, and this is a good opportunity to expose it, attract people. Many people who get very surprised. They ask themselves, why have I been lied to all this time? Why did I come earlier? And I'm going to bring my friends and family immediately.
Yes. Now you have given me another task to go and look for Navio and the music after watching the music video. So they give us their take on why in all places did they choose the West Nile? Why did they choose Adjumani to get their very, very new and beautiful upcoming music video? Alright, our last conversation, very brief, will be about how has Arra Fishing Lodge added on to or positively impacted the people of the community of the West Nile and Adjumani in particular.
So we are an eco lodge. We are a sustainable tourism outfit.
Okay.
So we want whatever we do to not be very extractive, but to positively impact the people.
Yeah.
And there are so many ways. It is beyond just employing locals, although we do that a lot. It is beyond getting all building materials from the community. It is beyond buying raw materials from the community. We actually want to transform this community into a hosting community. To understand the benefit of tourism, to not harm nature, they are fishermen, so that they see that there is another way of earning from this water, from this beautifully set environment. So many of them are working as guides, making crafts, hosting people in their homes. Yeah, the fisher community. Many people want to go sports fishing on canoes, okay, and hand-dug boats. They take them. They want to see the life of fishermen, how they catch fish, how they smoke it, how they sell it, and so this all engages the community into very productive lifestyle and lifestyles that is sustainable, and that is what we are about. They are also the main entertainers to our guests, because many of them are creative, traditional, cultural dances, handcrafts, homestays, guides. So tourism, we invite more people to come. If we have several outfits here and we get a big tourist community, this community will never be the same. Yeah. And you know, communities where tourism is, they develop. Apart from also cultural exchange, because they learn a lot from visitors and they adapt a lot of tricks for sustaining life.
All right. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Opiko. That was a very, very fruitful conversation, and I know our lovely viewers have picked a lot from it. I am quite clear it has cleared the perception of what they had from West Nile and Adjumani. Now you know it is safe again. You know it is food secure. We have food. I've been here for a while and I have not starved a single minute, I swear. The fruits are there. I will recommend the sour soup. Please test it when you come to West Nile. Otherwise you will not have a story to tell. I am lying. There is culture to tell. There is languages. I have been stuck by very many languages I'm hearing. the community, people, how they interact on the campfire, the stories they tell, the food they eat, how they prepare it. Oh my God. I have tasted boar. That one I remember, and I know I'll come back to definitely test that. But stay tuned. We are now taking you around Arra Fishing Lodge, and what happens? We are going to have a look at the team building activities. We're going to have the swimming. There is a swimming pool. Oh my God. So there is also the water activities like the kayaking, the water bikes, the boat cruise. There is a lot that more is coming. Just stay tuned, don't touch your remote. Stay with us as we explore Arra Fishing Lodge.
Team Arra on the move. Team Arra has won. Yo, come on, Team Arra.
Alright, thank you our dear lovely viewers, for all those that have stuck by us since the beginning of this episode. Remember, we are in West Nile and in Adjumani. Particularly today we are looking at Arra Fishing Lodge. We've been saying over and over, we want to see how do these people sleep, how do they live their life, and how about if you are a tourist from Central or from abroad outside Uganda, when you come, how would you manage staying in Adjumani? So come with me, let us look at the accommodation right here at Arra Fishing Lodge. So you're welcome. There is a balcony seat here and into the beautiful room. Wow, this is a very beautiful room, and we can see a lot of Africa around. This is a lot of culture everywhere. The colors are screaming the Uganda flag and the chitonji that is commonly used as a design here in our motherland, the Pearl of Africa. The room feels refreshing, the air is calm, the scenery is breathtaking, all amenities are in order. Where to make your own tea, your breakfast, where to sleep, the bathrooms are on point, the sinks, everything is screaming culture, and it is screaming native, yet in a very, very authentic way. Everything is authentic, the beds are as comfortable as they look. Trust me, I have tested them out. The decor is, oh my God, I do not know what to say. Everything is just breathtaking. This is a place This is a place that you would want to spend more than a week. So there is a book here. The rates are all stipulated, so, and they are friendly. The prices are friendly. All services, all breakfast opportunities or chances you have to take, the bar and coffee, the guest facility and services, health and safety and security are all on point and looked out for. The rules and regulations, once you get here, the intercom numbers, everything stays with you as you get to enjoy the room, the TVs. You are not disconnected. The Wi-Fi is on 24/7, so you have the internet to explore and know what is happening in other parts of the country and the world at large. The TV is there, so you can watch everything that you desire. I'm telling you, if you get to this room, you will not want to leave. This is just the start. This is the single room or single occupancy, and the prices are stipulated on the website and everywhere. So we shall be having a tour to some of the other rooms, the family room, the deluxe, the suites, and everything. I'm telling you, if this is the starting room, which is a single occupancy, we would want to see what the family and the deluxe suites have. Remember, swimming, sauna, steam bath, gym, and other services are all free if you pay for a full board. I don't know what you're waiting for. Now at this point, you should have packed your bags already and headed to the bus park or headed to fuel your car so as to direct it straight to Adjumani in West Nile, particularly Arra Fishing Lodge.
This is Arra Fishing Lodge, the pride of Adjumani.
Alright, like said before, we are here at Arra Fishing Lodge. It is a very, very big place in Adjumani, West Nile, Uganda. And like our Dr. Opigo had mentioned, we are here to clear the perceptions that people or our lovely viewers do have about the North and West Nile. That people are hostile, the place is not friendly, the environment is harsh, there are wild animals wherever, and a picture that aligns with that. We are saying no. And we were just so fortunate that by the time we come to record for you what is in Adjumani, we were lucky to have Miss Tourism Northern Uganda bootcamp happening right here at Arra Fishing Lodge. In the coming minutes, you'll be able to have a glimpse on what the queens are doing, what happens in their training. Are they suffering like army people, or are they being trained about bootcamp trainings, team building, language, work, swimming, and at times they're even having fun. Again, we call ourselves lucky, and lucky enough that now we also met the Queen Mother, very, very beautiful and soft-spoken, and she's the cluster head Miss Tourism Northern Uganda. So we shall definitely have a word from her, and I'll start by letting her introduce herself, and maybe we have an insight on why, in particular, did they choose to bring our beautiful queens to Arra Fishing Lodge. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Aspa, how are you?
I know our dear lovely viewers would love to know more about you and Miss Tourism Northern Region.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you for hosting me and this show. My name is Gloria Alele, and I'm the cluster coordinator of Miss Tourism Northern Region. We're here at we're very fortunate that Arra Fishing Lodge has accepted to host us as part of partnership and sponsorship. Yeah, so we've been here for a week plus, and it's been the best environment ever to have the girls train, because the ambience is, as you've said, it's so peaceful. The waters, the birds, the trees. The people are beautiful. The people are very welcoming, very, very polite people. That's what shocks me so much. You see, recently I was told, oh my goodness, people from that side are very rough people. And coming here, they are smiling, they are welcoming. Are you okay? Yeah, it's just beautiful. So we're loving it here at Arra, and we're supposed to be having our crowning happening this Saturday, and so we intend to leave Arra in the next 1 day or two to go and prepare for the crowning. So yeah, basically that's me and Arra.
We shall also have an insight on how do you think this partnership with Miss Tourism Uganda Northern Region and Arra Fishing Lodge is going to be a big milestone? How do you anticipate it to add on to something in the tourism industry in Uganda?
I want the people to know the economy of Uganda stands strong on tourism, and to have a place like Arra in the tourism sector is something amazing, beautiful for Miss Tourism Uganda as well. So we're here to tell the world that there is something in Adjumani. Most people do not know. I think most people don't really know where Adjumani is. But I urge the people out there, come to Adjumani, and to be specific, come to Arra Fishing Lodge. It's beautiful. Another perception that people have is nothing good comes from this side, but this is something beautiful. You will never know until you reach it. You will never know. They have beautiful rooms, beautiful accommodation, beautiful food, beautiful people. And the tourism industry, if the people could just travel to this place, trust me, they are constantly going to have a memory of this place and still constantly come back to Arra Fishing Lodge. It's a beautiful space to be. It's a beautiful place. I'm sure there's fishing done not far from here. There's fishing, there's boat cruise, going to the island. You can cross with the boat to the island. These are all very beautiful experiences for tourists. And not just people out of Uganda. Us, as the people of Uganda, it starts with us. We have to embrace it so that the people outside Uganda can be encouraged. So you have to love you first before somebody else can love you. So let's support the tourism sector by us embracing the beauty that the Lord has blessed Uganda with. Uganda is beautiful.
Well, a part of this conversation has shocked my mind, where you say it's not even about the people that come out of the country, but it begins with us. But again, the perceptions that we have of Northern region and the people from the north, now this is even broader than just the West Nile. The West Nile itself, the Northern region, and then the Karamoja region, people on the other side of the country do have that perception of people coming from this side as vigorous. They interact with wild animals day in, day out. How is it like you who handles the girls, the beauty queens that represent this region? Are they always fighting in calm? Is it something about energy and vigor? How would you describe the people from the north?
The people from the north are graceful. They are loving. They are loving. They are very respectful too. The animals. I've been here, I've not seen like really aggressive animals. I've seen monkeys, I've seen what? Tortoise? I've seen tortoise. I've seen the beautiful different species of birds. You can hear them sing in an environment like this. All these have been extremely peaceful. We've not got any attack. The girls have been, because we encourage, as a queen, you have to have that grace in you. The queens have been taught to be graceful, to love each other, to support each other, and that is what we encourage in them, that's what we instill in them. So they're holding each other's hands. You know, at the end of the day, there should be a winner, but also we encourage them. In every race, there's always a winner. You're always going to win. So you just have to support the person who wins, come up with projects at the end of the day, because I mean, life doesn't just end with the crown. There's life beyond the crown, and so what you do after the crown is very important. So these are the things that we instill in them, to be self-empowered, self-employed, you know, to be aggressive people in the community.
All right. How long has Mysteries in Northern region been going on?
We've started this since Mysteries in Uganda started, that is in 2014.
Okay.
So since that time until now, we have had this running until 2026. And Northern Uganda has been performing amazingly well. In the past 3 years, we've been in the top 3. We've had the winner of nationals from Northern Uganda. Last year again we had the second winner from Northern Uganda. This year we're coming for nationals, and we're going to bring that crown back home here. Yes.
All right. I'm a Central Queen. I'll keep that. But okay, how would you assess the impact of these queens that you let out to the tourism industry in Uganda?
Oh, the queens they are amazing. They've spread the gospel. They're telling the world. You know, before Mama died, the late minister, the founder of Mysteries in Uganda died. She says, empower a girl I mean, there's a statement she says, but I keep forgetting, a very beautiful thing. When you empower a beautiful girl, everybody would want to listen to a beautiful person talk. So when you put a beautiful lady out there and she will tell you about something like this, people will be like, oh, there's something. Okay, let me give an example of Zari. Zari is a beautiful lady. Let me give an example of Queen Bianca. Queen Bianca will stand on a TV and then she will be like, there's something beautiful here. Uganda, let's embrace. They'll be like, oh, the Queen has spoken. How about we go check it out? So these queens have been ambassadors and they have been speaking for the tourism sector. I pray and hope that one day the tourism industry appreciates these queens in a big way, because they play a very big role in the tourism sector. They have really put the tourism sector out there by advertising, being ambassadors to different kind of regions, because I mean, this tourism is in all the 12 regions in Uganda, and so when you have tourism ambassadors in all these regions, they are speaking for all their regions. Every person, every queen is speaking for their region, and this, for me, I think has really has a big deal in the tourism sector.
All right, as a person that has been in the Miss Tourism Foundation for quite a while, like you mentioned, what would you urge the policymakers and implementers to give as help or a hand to the queens that you do let out to the tourism world?
Yeah, for me, basically, I'm thinking, when these queens come to you for support, kindly open your arms for them. Kindly listen to them, listen to their ideas, because it is at the end of it, they need to be supported. Most of them do not, they have the knowledge, they have the zeal, they have the spirit, but who is there to support them is the problem. Most of them are just out of school, and you don't expect someone out of school to have the money to run around to do their projects. So, if these beautiful young girls come to your offices, welcome them, encourage them, support them in any way possible. They are not coming because they're desperate. They have a dream, they have a vision, and it's only someone with a kind heart to support them to realize their vision. So I think it's good for us to hold each other's hands, and especially the people who are already there in a position that can support the girls. Kindly do not look down at them, don't look at them as being desperate. Let's just support their visions, and we shall see Uganda.
The last one will be to you, now not as a cluster head for the Northern region, but as a lady born and raised and affiliated to the Northern region. We are collecting a voice that will come together as a clump and maybe be a little louder to pursue people to come and visit Northern region. Please assure us that these places are safe, the people are welcoming, there is beautiful things to see, and it is not even just the way of life. Please.
Northern Uganda is beautiful. People from all over the world, Australia, Canada, USA, wherever you are, Jamaica, come to Uganda. Come to Uganda. And the people in Uganda, please come to Northern Uganda. Northern Uganda has got so much beauty to offer. We have Makshin Falls, we have Kidepo, we have so many historical sites and dark tourism that the people will have to know. We have Arra Fishing Lodge, a very conducive environment to host every tourist who comes in. Please come. The people are loving. The people are very much loving and so welcoming. Just come and have a taste of it. You will go back and you'll be like, I'm definitely going back to Northern Uganda. I'm dying for Northern Uganda. So just come and experience the beauty that the people of Northern Uganda have to offer. We are not at war anymore. There's absolute peace in Northern Uganda. The people have settled now. The people are at peace right now. So all we're doing is rebuilding what we have lost. And so we welcome everybody from every walks of life to come and have this peaceful, loving, natural, organic beauty that the Lord has to offer unto his people. it's all found in Northern Uganda. So welcome to Northern Uganda, basically Arra Fishing Lodge.
Alright, I won't add any more to that. She has said it all about Northern Region and she is from there. So, like you said, like you had her mention, she is from the Northern Region and you can hear how she speaks very graceful, very calm, very humble, and for a person that has been with her, she is very friendly and welcoming as well. So my brothers that are out here in the southwest, central, eastern, western, and if you're to come to Northern Region, you're missing out on beautiful ladies to marry. Remember, it's Arra Fishing Lodge sponsoring this particular episode together with Mega Great Uganda.